ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, friends and family. Hey, how's it going, everybody? Joe Prime here. Two things really quick. First and foremost, was that intro not just beautiful, that was awesome. Thanks to @Iacon Files. If you guys want to check him out, the dude he's all heart. He's got some great pickups. He just showed off a He-Man sword. He's made me spend money. And I still call him a friend. What the heck, man? Ladies and gentlemen, I have today for you the Bingo Toys Hertz. That's right, BT08-01. This guy is part of the Combiner series that Hertz is putting out, which is basically an oversized version of what was called Craftsman's Toys. They're Computron. I don't know exactly what the name of the series was. I remember looking at it. Good friend of the channel, Bot-N-Back. That's right, Bot-N-Back. He was showing off his Craftsman toys. And boy, howdy. I mean, just a beautiful set. Beautiful set. The articulation of the dudes. Well, let's just take that out of your hand. The articulation of the guys, the way they were set up. And once they formed their little Computron. I was sold. I don't like Legends, though. That's my problem. If I get a Transformer, if I get a bot, especially a Combiner, I want him as big as possible. And that's what these guys are. These are the oversized versions of that Craftsman's Toys called Bingo Toys. There we go. This is what we in the Transformers business call a masterpiece-sized knockoff, or a KO, third party I would call it, because... no, not really. We'll just call this third party, because a KO is a knockoff, really. This isn't... It's kind of a knockoff, but it's an oversized, well-built... I don't even know. Anyway, we got this guy, and he is super fantastic. I opened him up the other day, so we did not get to do the box slide, but I wanted to give him his own little episode, because this guy is absolutely amazing. There are so many cool little features on this dude. First off, let's check out this horn. You've got your little gear in there. You've got one gear. You've got two gears, and they all slide inside of there. So you've got like this cool mechanical sliding third gear elbow. Now, mind you, that's for transformation, but this is alloy too, by the way. Mind you, that's for transformation, but still, the range that gives you is insane. The shoulders, you've got this crazy butterfly here, so you can basically pull his arms straight out to the side, and it doesn't look too bad if you're posing him. You know, you can have him do it. You saw me. I had him up there. I've got 2 or 3 different poses. I'll throw them at the end of the video. I did a little photo shoot with him. Just took some pictures. I put it to some music. That'll be at the end of the video, if you want to check that out. But this guy is just amazing. He is awesome. Let's just check him out real quick. We'll start at overall, he's all this pearl incandescent. I don't know how well that picks up. You can kind of see it right there. It's a little grayer. All the way from the bottom of his feet, which are done in that pearl, in that gray, kind of a gunmetal pearl, all the way up, all the way up. This red is beautiful. These little tiny tampo accents that are all over him just add to every last bit of the quality of this guy. And, of course, I slapped a couple of little Autobots stickers on him. That's where he's supposed to have them there. There we go. And on the back, it cleans up remarkably well. You got a little bit of kibble there. That's not bad. You got a little bit of kibble back here, but that's but that's cartoon accurate. I mean, that's the way he looked. That's the way it worked. On the legs are another cool point. You got that right there. You've got your first swivel. And then, if you wanted to, let's scoot his arm up here. Let's scoot these little hip panels up so we can show you what you're working with in here. This is another cool point, too. On the inside, you do have an ab crunch. You see I've got the ab crunch engaged right there. But the ab crunch is set way up in the abdomen. It's kind of cool the way they did it. Mind you, that's for transformation purposes too, but whatever. And this guy does anything and everything you would want a fancy Transformer to do. That's right. Oh, I don't want to break him. Get back down there, buddy. Let's put those hip skirts back down. There we go. There we go. And you've seen me holding his weapons there. Let's kind of stand him back up just for a second. There we go. There we go. Stand up, buddy. Let's kind of get him standing right there just for 1 second. Let's look over his accessories. This is all you get with this guy, which isn't bad, because you don't need much more than this. You get Boom, there you go. Let's get down there. You get a really cool sword. There you go, there you go. And that is done in like a real cool metallic orange. And then you got a white and orange there. Kind of a cool looking little sword. And it comes with another sword. And these have little ports on them here and there. So you can take and you can stick them right here if you like. Which is what I had them on there because it was pretty cool. And I think, no, that's pretty much the only place you can stick them. But the little blasters, stand back there, buddy. Let's look at the blaster here. There is your little blaster, and it is done in that same orange with some gunmetal and some silver and another little nice silver tampo. And he's got a slot tab, kind of an MP. That's the way the masterpieces hold their stuff most of the time. It's a little tab in the hand. And all of this folds down, like that. So you got to put this on his little turbines for all the different combined modes that he does go into. But other than that, that folds out into his little blaster. And you got two of them, and they both have little plugs on either side. So you could even have a sword blaster. There you go. You could do whatever you wanted. That's kind of cool looking. I didn't even think about that. Yeah, just me playing right here. I've invented the sword blaster. Yeah. There we go. You're really gonna get it. Okay, let's quit playing with the accessories. It comes with this stuff, plus the combiner hand. And I tell you what, guys, I've messed with a lot of combiner hands. First and foremost, I'll be interested to see how this hooks up into the bot. I have not transformed this guy, not at all. I've looked through the instructions, watched a couple of videos. MGO, of course, he's kind of like the Encyclopedia Britannica of Transformers, you know. Let me say, no, that was all I really watched was that guy. But anyway, the hand on this is so cool. It's got, like, the overlay on it is perfect. It's very smooth. There are no sharp edges. The, like, joints and clicks, everything in there is so extremely cool. You can do a splayed hand. There you go. Even the thumb has got a nice rocker joint out. But yeah, I mean, it's just the movement in these is very nice. And the way that they've got this overlaid on the top, it feels very human. It feels really cool. I like it. Plus the fact, too, one thing that I like doing with my hands is making a proper fist. There you go. That's something not a lot of Transformer hands can do, even if you want to lay that down like that, which you don't even have to. I mean, most people, you know, you make a fist, it's kind of curled around like that, isn't it? Yeah, that guy's going to look great. And by the way, too, have you noticed how big this hand is? This hand is pretty big, so this combiner is going to be humongous. All right, let's see. We'll go over this guy one more time. Let's really, really look at him. Let's poke all of his stuff in. We looked at the cool arm joints. Let's put that stuff back down. We looked at the cool butterfly there. We looked at all the rotation and wiggly-waggly on his head. He can go really high up. He's got kind of a double joint in there in the neck. He can go way, way down. And, of course, he's got a swivel. A nice ratcheted swivel waist there. And we looked at the legs, the feet. Oh, the feet are very cool, too. You can put that up and out of the way. These little things move up and down on his toes, so you can get whatever kind of articulation out of these feet you want. And they, for, transformation purposes, you've got all that right there. So far as a tilt, you've got all this right here, and I think, oh yeah, there you go. You've got that toe tilt up too. So like I had him standing back like that, doing that, and he'll really hold the table. And these, you can scoot them up. You can move this stuff out of the way, so whenever you're moving his foot and doing different transformations, he can still stand up. Yeah, that's very cool. All right, have we gone over all the neat aspects of this beautiful character? Did I talk about the hands? Yeah, you got the one. They're all individual. They don't do the splay, but they're individual. There you go. I don't know how well you can see that. And you can make a nice little fist. Not too bad. There you go. All right, now speaking of the hands, this is where we start with transformation. Okay, let's fold the hands in. Fold the thumb up. And straighten the arm out there. Well, I think we turn it that way, and then we have that facing us there. There we go. Oh, we need to actually, let's look at these instructions real quick. let's give ourselves a quick refresher. There you go. These are the instructions. These are the instructions that come with your Bingo Toys Hertz. And there you go. There's your final. Your final deal right there. Here's the back of the instructions. There you go. Shows the character, everything he comes with, some cool poses. There you go. Everything you can do with your guy. Let's kind of set that there. Just in case. I'm saying just in case. This is our final goal right here. All right. Let us finish up what we were doing here. We gotta lock our hands in. Bring our thumb over. There we go. Turn that. Bring the hand around that way. All right, all right. Let me see. Let's get these. The legs really have to be straight on here, too. That's one of the things that they were saying. Keep the legs straight. This part comes out like that, and it, bring that up, flips around and rocks back down. Does it go back down? No, it goes. You gotta keep the arm straight, mind you. And yep, it rocks back down this way. There we go. Oh, no, I think we had the hands the wrong way. Okay, look, we have to have the hands like that. There we go, and then that rocks down over that. Right there. That ain't too bad. Just like that. All right, let's do the other side real quick. We got to remember to turn our hands like that, pull this out, rock it around, push it back down, and there we go, kind of like that. And let's go up here. We untab these tabs. We pull this. We simply pull that. That goes rocked out like that. Do the same on the back. This untabs. Rocks up like that. There we go. And then this thing, since we've got it all untabbed, this whole bit, come on, we've got it untabbed, comes down and goes like that. I don't think it spins around or anything. It just goes down. Yep, that comes down there. That goes down there. Does that have another tab? Yep, it's got another tab right there. There we go. And that's what we've got, kind of, with our arms. Let's do this other side real quick. Okay, put that there, rock that down, relock these back into place. Oh, we forgot to spin. I forgot to spin. That was all my fault. There we go. We got to spin these little bits. Spin, dude. There we go. We're spun. We are locked back in. We are down here like we're supposed to be. Now let's look at this chest bit. Chest comes undone here. There we go. Spins around. These little side bits loosen up. Let's loosen those up. Ow, ow. These are pretty sharp up in here. Mind you, that's die cast there. And we get this little piece right here, and we get that and pull him out a little bit. And this whole bit rocks back. And these two go back here like that. There we go. Now, I'm not really going to tighten anything up yet because I'm not too sure that I'm doing everything right, but I want to make sure. Now, let's see. I think that back here, we open this up, and let us, we got to open all that up like that, and the head stays perfectly as such. You got to kind of lean it back, and it goes right inside there. There we go. I just knocked something off. You know what? This is my only QC issue with this. This one little bit likes to pop off right there. And you can kind of see where that's a little wider than I think it should be. And there's a little bit of stress right there. I don't know. That's the way I got him. Either way, it's a minor flaw. I'm not too worried about it. There we go. We got this much done. We got that much done. Let's kind of push these arms up and out of the way because I think we're going to go down and work on the legs next. And the legs are the part that was intriguing to me. Okay, now look. You got your legs here. They look pretty full. I mean, let's push that back in. There's no gaps. There's no hollowness. You've got all this articulation on your feet. All right. Let's see what we can do. One sec. I'm going to scoot up here a little closer. Let me get into the action. All right. Now I'm back. Okay, for the legs. Let's start here untabbing this, untabbing that. All of this rocks out. All of that rocks out. And we go inside here. Untab this. There we go. You're untabbed there. Is there another tab down there? Untab that. Nope, nope, nope. It just all swung out. And we... this is the part where stuff gets exploded. And I say, hey. This is on like a weird double-sided rocker. Like I said, let's get these arms up and out of the way. This is on a double rocker here. You can see that, hopefully on the inside there. That rocks down. You spin all this around. Pull your wings out of the way. Spin that around. Are the wings supposed to move too? Or are they? No, there we go. You got to move those wings up. There we go. This goes... this whole mass, once we got all that junk out of the way, goes up and around. You push it. I'm trying to really struggle to show you guys how to do this. And then you turn around. There you go. You push that down. It swings around. You push it down. These come around like that. So you've got this like this so far. And let's go on ahead and orientate. Nope, I think they actually go... Nope, the feet, I think they go like that. Because you want... Your thrusters are right here. And this is technically your top. So that's what we got going on. Let's loosely put together one side here. This goes here. And like I said, keep your legs straight. Although you can't really do that and unhook all this junk at the same time. So let's go on the other side. And I'll show you how to do this quickly and quietly. Quickly and quietly. Open all that up. You want that really straight up in there. This untabs. And all of this comes out. Oop. There we go. And then this rotates. Move that arm out of the way. This rotates. You want to keep your... You got to move your wings. Rotate your wings. Wings are rotating. Oh, I went the wrong way. You gotta rotate the other way. Don't you hate that when you rotate the wrong way? There. Come on now. There we go. Get those out of the way. Get them moved over there. Then you can turn this, and then it does that little double hinged back into place. There you go, there you go. Let's put those back where they go. That's the little hip piece area. And we'll put that there. Let's straighten our legs up. We've got a couple of tabs right here. Let's put those together. And ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, friends and family, if you've watched me this far, thank you very much. If you would possibly give me a like, maybe a subscribe. Remember to hit the notification bell so you know whenever I'm doing stuff. And secondly, I would like to apologize for my hands. I worked on an air conditioner unit yesterday, and anybody who's ever worked on an air conditioner unit, you're going to hurt yourself. That's all there is to it. You will hurt yourself. It's painful. Those little things hurt. Okay, let's get back here. Let's concentrate on one thing at a time. Let's hook our legs up. We've got that tab right there. And it's just kind of hard. Keeping these little fiddly bits out of the way. Oh, we've actually got two tabs. Okay, we've got two big tabs right there that hook up in the legs. Let's do that and be done with this part. Come on, buddy. There we go, there we go. Go to your home. Okay, it's a slot and a tab. Slot and tab, there we go. Good Lord Jesus. Okay, this we got over here. We want to take these, rotate those around, because remember, these are your thrusters. Those are also the bottom of your feet, but that's okay. Put those there, put that there. Kind of push this stuff in a little bit. Like I said, I'm not locking this stuff up just yet, because there's still a couple of things that we have to do. Let's put that there. Let's get those feet orientated back as the thrusters. And while we have the legs loose, let's rock these arms down. These arms go tabbed back in. They've got a tab there and a tab there. Let's tab the arms in, push that down like it should be. There we go. Come back over here. And like I said, while we have this loose, let's go on ahead. Oh, get up over that, or under it, whatever you want to call it. Get around it. There we go. Push that in. Push that in. And like I said, you got your tab there. You got your tab there. You push your arms back in. There you go. You got this. You got that. And does that go in there? No, these go around. You got to turn your wings around. I'm probably making this harder on myself than it has to be. But there you go. You turn those wings around. Put that over there. You turn. You got this going back in. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Turn those wings around. And like I said, let me tell you about the quality of feel on this thing. This guy feels so insanely, like really super quality. Push that down there. Tab those in there. And do I not have that rocked back far enough? Let me look at the picture real quick. Okay, the arm things, these are those, and they go above that. So, oh, okay. Those, I think, are those supposed to rock back up? No, we got them. We did them right. We did it right. They go right back here. Like that. I'm pretty sure. Well, I'm pretty sure I'm wrong now. Let's try doing that. Does that go? No, because that has to go there. And these go over here. That goes over there. Ladies and gentlemen, we're just about there. Like I said, this is a, there we go. There we go. That goes in there, and this slides up into here. Somehow. We got to do it just right. There. Like that. That can't be right. That has to go down in here. So. Then how are we going to do that? There. Sort of fits, doesn't it? That's the way it looks like it might. No, because it shows that fin up there. So we've got this turned around backwards. There you go. We've got it turned around backwards yet again. So I bet we're supposed to go up like that. Get that into there. And that goes in there. Ladies and gentlemen, we figured it out. That's how that works right there. That top of that fin slips inside there. Okay. There you go. So we had it right in the first place. We just needed to, rock it back here? And then take it down there? How did we do that? Okay. Let's get this out of our way for right now. Let's deal with one issue at a time. No, it's got to stay like that. That doesn't really... There we go. There we go. I was trying too hard. All right, that goes up in there like that. That closes back down on there like that. You've got your hand. Have your hand orientated correctly. You've got that little slot right there. And you've got to get that through there. And then that in there. And then this in here. I hope you paid attention because I will never be able to do that again. There. Tighten all of that up. See how that fits into the wing there? That's what I was struggling with. There we go. Let's take these. These rock up and lock in right here. Rock up. There we go. Got some nice tabs right in there. Now let's come back here. Let's push all this stuff up, and we'll work on these little thrusters back here. This is the underside. That's your little landing gear. There's a tab right there. We can tab that in right there. And there's a tab down there on the foot. Put that over. Tab. that foot tab right. Oh, I see it. I see it. There's a little tab right there on the ankle. Push that in. There you go. Little tab right there on the ankle. Push that in. There you go. Retab that up there. That's not bad. That's not bad. There we go. Now let's do these feet. There's one last little thing with the feet here. We'll hook that up here in just a second. These, the top of the foot will rock down, exposing the thruster. Yeah, that's kind of cool. Bend that down, do the top of the foot, rock it down. And these here, these push down and lock your back in. Whoop, and pop your front up. There you go. Let's lock that in. Oh, get into place, buddy. Put you... Oh, maybe this would be... Since that's kind of got a little weird rock to it, let's hook up the back. And then push down the front. Will that work better? Will you be happier with me if I do that? Push that down, push that down. Those are hooked in, push that up. Push the thrusters up, tighten that up in there a little bit. There we go, there we go. Give it a good softball squeeze. And all I'm doing is going around there. Tabs right here, I'm just pushing that stuff in. Let's flip these wings up. Flip that up, and we've got more on the bottom. There's your little landing gear. Got another one there. We have another one there. And let's take a quick look at the bottom of this guy. Yeah, that is really good. You can see our combination port hidden there in the chest. But there we go. We have almost got him done. Couple more steps. Undo that. The wings rock out. You gotta have more extension on those wings. And we lock that back into place. Open this up. Pull your wings out. Lock that back into place. And you would think we were done, but you're wrong. Hold on, ladies and gentlemen, there's more. Okay, now I gotta... There we go. Since we've got this guy, there's a landing gear here. Oh, let me lock that down. There's a landing gear in the front, too. There you go. Let us... Is that not tabbed in all the way there? Okay, there's one tab there, and there's a big tab there. So, there we go. There's a nice little clickety-click-click. Okay, put you there, put you there. There, stay put for just a second. You got your weapon here. What you want to do is fold that in and turn this in like this. How do these fit on here? They go underneath like that. And there's some slots here. This is die-cast too, by the way. That just goes on there like that. And this is a very Strafe thing. This is how he was in the show. There you go. Fold that in. Oh, fold that down like that and fold that in. I wonder if they go like this or like that. Let's see what looks better. Let's see what do we think looks better. Oh, you can put them like that? How do they say to do it on the book? Oh, here it's like sideways. I guess we were doing it completely wrong. They show it here. Oh, come off there now, buddy. Stay on very well. Like that. Oh, there we go. There we go. Now I see what we were doing wrong. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, friends and family, it is Strafe in his robot mode. There we go, there we go. Let me move that box. Scoot it over there. We don't need it right in front of our faces. He is huge, ladies and gentlemen. This guy is really big. Let's put that back. Make that look right. There you go. There you go. There is the top. There is the side. Ah, that looks good. And like I said, there's the bottom. And let me give you a real quick comparison. Let's compare him to something. I should have given you a comparison in robot mode. But here's just one of our little regular Seekers. This is one of the oddball colored ones that we got that I really like. And there we go. There are your two guys. Regular, normal Seeker dude. Conehead, anyway. There you go. That guy is pretty big, and he is really beautiful. Really get up in there, really get in there good and deep like. Check that guy out. Oh, that is phenomenal. And like I said, the landing gear on it, just incredible. Just incredible. Let me set this guy over here. But yeah, you will love this guy. Like I said, the die-cast parts, there's die-cast here. Those joints were die-cast. This is die-cast. And there you go. But Do you think we're done? Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, friends and family, we are not done, because you know what? This guy is part of a larger transformer. Oh, look at that, right there in the back. Called Computron. That's right. He turns into an arm. That's why we got a hand. Can you put his swords and stuff on him while he's in robot mode? Yes, you can. Let me see. Where do these go? I think we've got... Whoa. We've got a couple of little options. Okay, there's right there. You got a little tab on the sword. You can put his tabbed sword right there. And you can do this, and you can put that right there. There you go. And one more thing, let me show you this. I would be remiss if I didn't show you the whole shkabeel with the hand. Here is your hand. Your hand comes apart. There's the combiner port. But, I mean, if you want to, you've got ports and you've got pegs here. So, like on the underneath side of your thing there, you can give him some, extra finger cannons if you want to. Sure, why not? Where's our port? Where's our plug? Do we have a plug over here? Where's our plug over there? Oh, our plug's over there. So where's our plug over here? We should have a plug somewhere. Or maybe, no, we would have to plug it in. So I guess we could only do one side. But anyway, that's something you can do. You can take it apart right down the middle, and you can turn them into finger cannons. So you can right from his fingers. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, friends and family, we are going to take him from this beautiful spaceship right here that you see to the arm mode. Let's get ready for that. All right, now we have our beautiful, beautiful spaceship mode here with Strafe. There we go. Let's take one last good look at him before we transform him into the arm of our Computron. There you go. First thing we're going to do, let's take off all the little weapons and the little fun accessories that we put all over him. Oops, sorry about that, buddy. Those tabs stick pretty good. There we go. There we go. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Let's pull these off from up here. And like I said, these are die cast. Like the parts in here in the arm are die cast. All the joints feel like they're die cast. There we go. How are we going to turn this guy into an arm? Let's start back here. Let's take these wings and let's rock and collapse them back in on themselves. Let's close that up. Let's take this over here. Rock and collapse that back in up on itself. There we go. Let's close these little deals while we're here. What we want to do, we've got to get the arms loose here. So let's open this stuff up here. We got to kind of rock everything. We got to kind of take everything back apart a little bit. I know it's sad, but we got to undo these parts here, undo that part there. Let us, there we go, there we go. But you know what? We've already opened them up. We've taken them apart. We're masters at this now, aren't we? We know what we're doing, don't we? Sure, there we go. All right, come apart. That stays together very well. Okay, there we go. There we go. Let's get our arm, up and out of there. Let's get this kind of rocked away and get our arm up and out of there. This, we can leave it like that for right now. We don't need to go taking it all apart. Those kind of go back this way anyway. So we'll fold that wing back there. We'll fold this wing back here. Get those out of our way. We've got all this opened up. Let's deal with our arms. There's a couple of steps with the arms. These come undone. And this, wait, let's get over here. We got to do both sides, remember. All right, let's untab that. This whole part rocks back up. We keep those pointing straight up, so that's cool. We don't have to mess with this. These come out. This comes out. This rocks around again. And let's make sure our hands are done in there correctly. And it goes down over the hand like that. And then the whole arm here, we turn it around. And remember, we had that cool double steel joint thing there? This whole part, you can see there's a tab there, slot there. This whole thing, like, doubles in on itself. And tabs. And simply tabs. Let me see. There we go. Go to your home, buddy. Tabs in right there. And that makes a really strong connection. So you got one arm put away. Let us do the same with the other arm. And how do we do that? We got to untab these. Untab there. Untab. Untab simply. Boy, those are really, this, like I said, the connections and the ports, everything on this guy is quality. Look at how thick that plastic is. This is good stuff, ladies and gentlemen. Don't, if your issue or your thought is something worried about the quality of this guy, don't. This is all quality, and I really think just because of how tight all these joints are and how well built this is, especially those alloy joints, this guy's going to hold together very well. Pull that up, spin that around. You got your hand down there. There we go. Rock down, pop in. There we go. And we got to do that like that again over here. Take that, spin that around, pop that in on itself, and there we go. That was pretty simple. Oh, except for the whole thing's backwards. It should be like this on both sides. Turn that around. There we go. It comes in on this. It goes in on this side. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I just put that on the wrong side. Whatever. Whatever. You know what I meant. You know what I meant. There we go. There we go. All right. Now let's kind of fold this out of the way because we got to work in here real quick. We got some stuff to do in here. We've got to loosen up the cockpit, pull it all up and out of the way. We got to pull this up. Let's pull that up and let's get that out of the way. And that kind of came apart on its own, which is good because we got to get in here and we've got to dig out this connector. And it's really in there. Let me see. Do I have anything? Let me see if I've got some sort of... Come out of there, buddy. How is that going in? Is it going in this way? Yep. Oh, wow. Okay, go. And go. Oh, there we go. Oh, there we go. And we've got to come back here. Oh, yeah, we've got to come back here. Let's pull this. Pull that red. Whoop, up. See? There, that happened. Pull that up. That, like, releases all of this. And we get all that extra room in there. Because we got to get our combiner tab pushed all the way around and out on the other side. And that, like I said, it came loose from down here. We plug it in right up here. There we go, and that's plugged in very securely again. And we've got our cockpit area and everything up here. That'll come back down there like that. And let's leave that loose because we still have to put our hand in. And I believe you've got two tabs there, and you've got your little tabs there. The little tummy thing went from hooking up down here to hooking up there. There you go. You got another connection point. This guy's going to be a rock solid combiner. There we go, and that plugs in very snugly right there. And this, let's look at that real quick. This comes back down, plugs back in like it should right there. And then we can go on ahead and put everything back here in the cockpit. We can put all this back together. Fold those out. Get that down. Tab that in there. Make sure those are nice and squoze in. Let's go over here to the other side of the arm. Make sure our tabs are in there. Now let's work on this bottom part. And like I said, I wanted to see how this hand was going to fit in, and now I'm going to see. We've got to rock this bit. We've got to rock that, remember where we rocked that toe in earlier? We've got to rock it back out. Because what we're trying to do, we got to get to that pin right there. That metal, these are alloy too. This is alloy too here, by the way. Let's get that hand, and that hole go right in here. Let's see, how are we doing? He's going to be like this, so we want to do it like that. Put one in there. Put the other in there. Now let's retab all of this business back together. I know, it was a lot. We had to untab a lot to retab a lot. That's the name of the game, ladies and gentlemen. Untab to retab. Get that back. We gotta get it right. We gotta do it right. There we go. There we go. There we go. Hook that up, hook that up, hook that back up. You guys stay squozing in down there. There's no reason for you to come popping out. If we get the top one. Because remember, you got a tab and a slot that you have to get hooked up here, too. So we got that, we got that. Let's get that tab in down there. I'm fighting with that tab right down in there. Let's move those wings out of the way so we can see what we're doing. Okay, okay. Go to your home. What is it not going to its home. There we go. You go there, you go there. Oh, sorry. Like I said, I just want to really make sure I get that slot and tab in there, because that's what really holds the hand and everything in place. So we really got to make sure that that connection is connectioned. Let's try putting this stuff back so we can see what we're doing in here. Connect, says I. There we go. Nope. Like right as soon as I get it at the bottom of it, pops out. Why is it doing this to me? Because I'm trying to do it right here, right now. Go. There. There we go. There we go. Push these back up. Lock them into place. Let's push our wings back up like they should be. And these, I think, actually, there's a slot and tab right there, where they will slot and tab and lock in. There we go. Push those down. I want that kind of neat looking down in there. And let's tab that into there. Those are pushed down. Those are locked in. There we go. There we go. There's your connector point. You can do this. Go like that. And there you go. Ladies and gentlemen. Oh, no, we're not done yet. We're not done yet. Do we do anything with these? No, I think we leave those like that. These now set like that on there. Yeah, that's how we finish the book. There, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, friends and family, that's an arm. That is an arm. Can you imagine how big this guy is going to be? I mean, look at that guy back there. That's his arm. And this dude is, what, 24 inches tall? Look at that. Ladies and gentlemen, yeah. Nice to meet you, sir. There is your arm. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, friends and family, we have gone over all three modes of the Bingo Toys Hertz. I highly recommend this guy. I found him on Aliexpress. So much fun. So much fun. All right, now if you would, everybody, stick around to the end. I'm going to do my couple of... Oh, will he stand up like that? Ha ha! There we go. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, friends and family, please stick around to the end. I'm going to throw a few shots, maybe some music in. I don't know what I'll do. We'll see. But anyway, this has been Bingo Toys Hertz. I am Joe Prime, and whatever you have going on, from the bottom of my heart, I hope it is the absolute very best. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, see you soon. Bye, guys. Whew, that was kind of a pain, wasn't it? Well, we got it. We got it. I'm proud of all of us. Bye.